Check, 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 check. Welcome, everybody, to the 2022 Men's Basketball Mixer, hosted by the CCBC Dundalk Lions. We got a lot, and I mean a lot of basketball coming to you between now and Sunday. We got one game tonight, 4 games tomorrow, and then 5 full games on Sunday. We kick it off tonight where Baltimore City Community College takes on Mt.Zion. This should be a really, really good one. This Friday, November 4th, here in Dundalk, Maryland at the Den. If you are in the area, come on down. There's plenty of seating available still. The bleachers are starting to fill up a little bit, but there's still plenty. So come on down, come up to the booth, say, hey, what's up? Deacon Storm should be joining me shortly. He might even be listening right now, and if you are listening, come on down, Deacon Storm. Anyhow, I'm Jimmy Flame. I'll be with you all weekend long with Deacon Storm. And once again, tonight we got Baltimore City Community College versus Mt.Zion. The Dundalk Lions play on Sunday. They'll be taking on Atlantis University. And then tomorrow's games, we start at noon with Cecil versus Bryant and Stratton. 2 p.m. tip-off for College of Southern Maryland versus the Community College of Philadelphia. And then 4 p.m., we got Pitt versus CCBC Catonsville. Shout out to Catonsville. We have 2 Catonsville interns working the production tonight. We got Tyler working the camera and Isaiah working the overlays that you see there on the screen. So we got Tyler and Isaiah both from Catonsville. Catonsville's playing tomorrow. And, I just saw Dundalk's playing twice this weekend. That's funny. Can't believe I missed that. But we got Lackawanna versus CCBC Dundalk to close out tomorrow's basketball. 6 p.m. tip-off there. Hope to see everyone down here for that. And then on Sunday, we have an 11 a.m. tip-off where Pitt Community College takes on Cecil. And then at 1, Community College of Philadelphia versus CCBC Catonsville. And then at 3 p.m., Bryant and Stratton versus College of Southern Maryland. 5 p.m., BCCC, that's Baltimore City Community College, versus Lackawanna. And finally, again, the aforementioned game at 7 p.m., CCBC Dundalk Lions take on Atlantis University. Tip-off's about 5 minutes away for this one. There's just one game tonight. We'll get your starting lineups here in a few minutes. And what do I got here? Yeah, right here. Yeah, I got the whole schedule in front of me. The entire schedule in front of me. So, still waiting on Mt.Zion's roster, but I should be getting it here shortly. But I wanted to get on here just a couple minutes early. I know the stream's been going for a while. Just to let everybody know we have not forgotten about you. We're just getting things underway here. Again, about 5 minutes away from tip-off. Baltimore City Community College takes on Mt.Zion here in game number 1 of the 2022 men's basketball mixer right here in Dundalk, Maryland at the Den. Thank you so much, Rich. Shout out Rich Barnett. He just brought me the Mt.Zion basketball roster. I'm just going to go through the whole roster here. I'll do it by numbers. There we go. It's a nice way to do it, right? So, number 0, James Moore. He's a forward for Mt.Zion. Number 1, Ricky Hill. He's a guard. Number 2, Malachi Palmer, class of 2024. He's also a guard. Number 3, Jalen Hall, point guard. And also point guard is Caden Porter. Number 4. Number 5, Sabri Scott. Number 10, Levi Lowell, point guard. Michael M.J. Smith, number 11. Number 12, Dawson Civil. Number 13, Devon Namada. Number 14, Jakur Robinson. He's also a point guard. And we got number 15, Vaughn Baker. Number 20, Prince Cabrera. Number 22, Gad Muhire. And rounding off the Mt.Zion roster, number 33, Brave Rutsindura. Over on the Baltimore City Community College side, pretty big roster here. We got Raheem Ali. He's a sophomore. Devon Atkinson. Scott Camion. Alfred Carter. Tion Glover. Jeffrey Hall. David Harris. David Jones. Jonathan Kelly. Jamal Lee. David Mativo. Jason Agulo. Malachi Plaskett. Thomas Reed. Daryl Robertson. Carson Smith. Andre Stallings McCargo, and rounding out the Baltimore City Community College squad, Wendell Tomlin. And once again tonight, Baltimore City Community College taking on Mt.Zion. Both teams on the court now warming up. We've got coaches discussing strategy, stat tables buzzing. Everyone's getting ready for this one. And this is going to be the first season in a while that we've welcomed fans into the Den right away. We were able to invite fans about halfway into the season last season, of course. And that was a lot of fun. I'm telling you, the dynamic that bodies bring to this building is just, it's like night and day. You're right. We're starting out fresh here, starting the season with fans in the stands. We got a bunch bunch of fans over there coming on down to get their seats right now. It's always good to see. And I wonder if we're going to see an appearance of the Dundalk Lion this evening. We shall see. It's always a hit when he comes around. So get comfortable. Turn up your device. We're about a minute and a half away from tip-off. And I know I'm speaking for Deacon Storm as well to tell you that we are excited to bring you basketball this year. We just did the annual alumni game. And that was a lot of fun for everyone to get their sea legs back, so to speak. Mt.Zion going through their routine. And we're about a minute away, ladies and gentlemen. We start now. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to CCBC Dundalk for the 2022 CCBC Dundalk Men's Basketball Mixer. Tonight's game features the Mt.Zion Prep Warriors, the designated visitors, against the Baltimore City Community College Panthers, the designated home team. Restrooms are located through the appropriate locker rooms and on the second level of the building. In the unlikely case of an emergency or evacuation, emergency exits are located behind the home team bench, which is located to the right as you are seated in the stands. If such a situation should occur, please remain calm and follow the directions announced by CCBC Dundalk staff and or law enforcement. In the interest of safety for the student athletes, officials, coaches, and you, the fan, we ask that you please remain off the court at all times. If you are meeting any member of the teams after the game, we ask that you please meet your party in the lobby or parking lot area. Ladies and gentlemen, please be aware of CCBC's tobacco-free policy, which only allows the use of tobacco products in designated tobacco use shelters or in private vehicles outside the campus perimeter. Violators are subject to a citation or removal from campus. We thank you for complying with our policy and for making CCBC a healthier place to learn. The staff at CCBC Dundalk is here to assist you with any concerns. If there's an urgent matter, please seek the assistance of a member of the CCBC Dundalk staff. And ladies and gentlemen, here at CCBC Dundalk, we embody the spirit of sportsmanship, as it is an important component of being a student athlete. We ask that you please refrain from the use of profanity and let all spectators remain positive in cheering for their favorite team. And as always, CCBC Dundalk would like to thank you in advance for your cooperation. Anthem first?
I'm asking you.
Anthem. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America and the men and women of the armed forces with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. All right, welcome to the broadcast. Tonight we got the Baltimore City Community College taking on the Mt.Zion Prep Warriors in Game 1 of the 2022 Men's Basketball Mixer, hosted by the CCBC Dundalk Lions. They're playing tomorrow and Sunday, so we can go over that schedule as the game goes on, but we're just seconds from tip-off. Mt.Zion is starting Malachi Palmer, Jalen Hall, Sabri Scott, Michael M.J. Smith, and Brav Rutsendura. While Baltimore City is starting Alfred Carter, David Harris, Carson Smith, Andre Stallings McCargo, and Wendell Tomlin. And here comes tip-off. There's the whistle. And Mt.Zion gets the early advantage here. As Jalen Hall brings it up, there's almost a steal. Recovered by Malachi Palmer, looking for the play. Dribbles around, passes inside. Back out. Oh, it's a steal. Baltimore City's heading back their side of the court. A little bounce pass to the outside. Nice defense there by Mt.Zion, keeping Baltimore City on the outside. Inside. Foul. That would have counted. Andre Stallings McCargo heads to the line early in this one. And this one is good. Bouncing all around and drops in. First point of the game, coming from Andre Stallings McCargo. He is a freshman. Went to Concordia Prep. And we got another whistle here. I thought Rich Barnett was about to jump on color commentary here. He picked up the headset. And number 2 is good. 2-0 early. Baltimore City takes the early lead into Jalen Hall over to Malachi Palmer. They're driving up the court. Back to Jalen Hall. Hall's looking for an opening here, and he passes it back over to Palmer. Smothering defense, and there's a backcourt right there. Wow. So both sides playing tight defense here early on. Baltimore has an early 2-0 lead, and they're going to take the ball. Inbound the ball, rather, and that is Wendell Tomlin. A little bounce pass right back to him, and he had a hand on it and drove anyway, and no good, but wow, what an effort despite all of that. And there's a pass inside, and Brav Rutsendura can't keep a hold of it. Pass to the outside, big three-pointer up, and no good. Rebound Baltimore. Lay-in is good. And that's Carson Smith with 2. 4-0 Baltimore. Mt.Zion looking to get their first points of the night. Rather, there's a big three-pointer off the rim. Rebound, Brav Rutsendura, but Baltimore's going to keep this one. Doesn't get credit for the rebound, rather. And here we go. Fast action and tight defense early on. Here, bounce pass to Stallings McCargo. Pass to the outside. Carter dribbles, jump shot, 3, buries it. And Baltimore's up 7-0 early in this one. There's a whistle with a foul against David Harris. BCCC starting off really fast. Inbound pass. Back to Hall. Back to M.J. Smith. Driving. Oh, going for the dunk, and the ball just slips out of his hands. Drive, lay in, 2. It's Carson Smith with the around the world there. And here comes Jalen Hall from Mt.Zion. A little razzle-dazzle on the dribbling. Passes it back out. Over to MJ Smith, and there's a whistle. Let's see what the call is. And now we've got a timeout. 9-0 game, 17-22 to go. Sorry, it's funny. I was looking at the scoreboard, looking for the time, and it was like switching at the same time. So my brain tried to follow it. There is more than a minute left, I can assure you that. So right away, Baltimore City coming out with a really aggressive offense. Both teams playing a really tight defense, but Baltimore is sort of exploiting it with some rainbow passes over the top of the defense right down the middle, and the BCCC players have just been wide open so far. We'll see how long this pace can keep up. Let's see here. Getting my paperwork together here. So this is our first, well, we did the alumni game, right? Just for those of you tuned in who remember that one. Did the alumni game, and then now this is game number 2 that we're broadcasting this year. And just keep in mind, you can hit the subscribe button here on YouTube and be notified every time we go on the air. We will be bringing you every Dundalk Lions home game, including this mixer. There's 10 games total this weekend, so we got basketball this weekend. Just basketball, right? There's no other way to put it. It's just basketball this weekend. 1 game tonight, 4 tomorrow, 5 on Sunday. All hosted right here in Dundalk, Maryland. And again, if you're in the area, come on down. We still got some seats open. Come on in. Check out a live basketball game. And we are back to action here with a throw-in to Hall. Baltimore with that tight defense again. They haven't changed that. There's a steal. Drive. Up and 2 more for Alfred Carter. BCCC pouring it on 11-0 to start this one. And I don't think anyone that looked at this game on the schedule would have guessed that the game would start this way. Drive, 3-pointer, back inside, and he loses the ball. And that's going to stay down here. So that's against Baltimore. "20 seconds on the shot clock when we come back. And there's a substitution there. Looks like who just left. So Rutsendura is out. Dribble, drive, big drive, and a foul. Couldn't quite get enough behind that one on the layup as the ball barely touched the glass. Smith hits the deck. And he's also going to head to the line after that. So James Moore is in. He came in for Brav Rutsendura. James Moore is a forward, class of 2024. And MJ Smith's free throw is the first points on the board. First point. I want to be plural because we usually speak in twos here in basketball, right? But he sinks the first one, doesn't get the second one. It's an 11-1 game. Baltimore on top. To the outside, driving. Under the rim, back outside. And there's a foul. So Malachi Plaskett's going to go to the line. Oh, no, he's not going to go. They're going to give the line to Andre Stallings-McCargo. He puts up the free throw and in and out off the back of the rim. Score stays 11-1, 16:28 to go. Sinks that one, 12-1. Mt.Zion looking to turn it up a little bit here. Ricky Hill brings it up. He keeps it. He's driving behind the back. Cross court. Three. Nope, not a three. Backs up. There's a little too much contact over there. And even though MJ Smith sunk it, basket doesn't count. But Mt.Zion will keep it for the throw-in. That's Malachi Palmer bringing it in right under the net. And off the glass and in. 12-3, 16 to go here in the first half of the first game of the 2022 men's basketball mixer. Defense tightens. Pass to the top. Reed looking in but stayed outside. Here comes Carter driving. Jump shot. Buries it. 14-3. Baltimore. Here's the drive. Oh, nice step over. Smooth lay-in by Jamal Lee. Or rather, Malachi Palmer. I was looking at the wrong roster. It's funny. We're learning these names as we go. As you know, with JUCO basketball, there's a high turnaround every year or so. And lots of new faces out there, so we're going to be learning them as this game goes on, and that one goes down. We're going to be learning these names, learning these faces, learning their tendencies as this game goes on. One of the good things about doing these mixers, aside from the opportunity to call a ton of basketball in a matter of a couple days, but it gives us a really good look at what we might expect all season long from these teams. Pass to the top, three-pointer, high arc, off the rim. Rebound, Carter driving back. He takes a three of his own, sinks it. 17-5. Or they're going to count that as a two. That looked like a three to me, my bad. 16-5 Baltimore, back the other way. Driving, tries to float it in. But James Moore said, And there's a whistle. Play stops before the drive. Ricky Hill was going for it. And Mt.Zion's going to take it out. It's going to be Malachi Palmer with the throw-in. Just to be sure, they counted that as a two? They counted that as a two? Yeah, okay. Checking in. Oh, nice alley-oop. Wow. Baltimore City just throwing the kitchen sink at these guys early on. Just checking in with Isaiah over there to confirm that the three was actually a two, and it was. And there's a nice lay-in right there. A nice hard-fought lay-in. Mt.Zion staying in this one. 18-7, 13:50 to go. Wow. David Harris falling to the ground, throws up a prayer, and the ball found the rim. And there's another. Wow. Prince Cabrera with the drive there. He's in the game now, by the way, number 20, Prince Cabrera. He is a forward for Mt.Zion. And Mt.Zion heads to the line yet again. Palmer's at the line. Puts up the first and in. Nothing but net. $13:39 to go, first half. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Be notified anytime we go live for basketball, baseball, whatever sport we're airing. We're in basketball season, though. Long three, and he gets it. You got to be kidding me. He gets it, faces his bench, and it's just like, yup. Eat it up. Alfred Carter. A hot hand right now for Baltimore. Pass. Clear across. High three. Step back three. Rebound. Carter bringing it back the other way. We got 3-on-3. Drive. And wow. Kisses the rim. Not enough power. And here comes and that's a charge. Is it a charge? We're going to call it a charge against Mt.Zion. (23-9) with 12:54 to go. Baltimore with the lead over Mt.Zion. The Mt.Zion Prep Warriors. And Harris passes it in. Plaskett passes it over. Another one of those rainbow threes. Long pass. Saves it from going out of bounds. Taps it in. Sabree Scott with the lay-in. And we got another foul. So the basket counts. And Sabree Scott will shoot one. 23-11. 12:36 to go. And we've got MJ Smith. Oh, no, he's not exiting. He's just taking his position down at the court. That one misses. Rebound Baltimore. Drive to the outside. Passes. Rainbow. Oh, not enough. The follow through. Out of bounds. Great effort by both sides there. A lot of bodies down there fighting over that ball. And Sabree Scott jogs down from Mt.Zion to throw it in to MJ Smith, who keeps it, dribbles up, passes, gets it back, drives down below. Looked like he was just going to monster dunk it and just laid it in nicely. Ever so gently. 23 to, should be 13 now. Yes, scoreboard updated. 23-13. Baltimore in the lead. We got a stoppage. And I wanted to use this time to remind you, hit the notification button. Hit the like button or subscribe button right here on YouTube. Stay in the know when we go live. So this weekend's schedule for the 2022 men's basketball mixer. Tonight, of course, we have Baltimore City Community College versus Mt.Zion. Tomorrow, we got 4 games. Cecil versus Bryant and Stratton. That one's at noon. At 2 p.m., College of Southern Maryland versus Community College of Philadelphia. At 4 p.m., we got Pitt versus CCBC Catonsville. And ending the day at 6 p.m., Lackawanna versus the CCBC Dundalk Lions. And then on Sunday, we got an 11 a.m. tip-off to start the day. Pitt versus Cecil. Then we got Philadelphia versus Catonsville. And then at 3, we got Bryant and Stratton versus College of Southern Maryland. At 5, the Baltimore City Community College playing right now versus Lackawanna. And then ending the mixer and the entire day at 7 p.m., the Dundalk Lions versus Atlantis University. And Mt.Zion with the ball here. Malachi Palmer with a jumper. Makes it look easy. 23-15, 11:45 to go. 3 off the rim, right back at you. Back inside. To Stallings McCargo. Didn't have enough on it. Back the other way to Mt.Zion. Under. And wow, great defensive effort there by Malachi Plaskett. And Stallings McCargo. Hey, what's up, Deacon Storms in the house? Get his headset on. What's up,
gosh.
man? Welcome. Welcome.
Dangerous Baltimore traffic. That's
all
what's
good.
up.
Hey, we've been holding it down, man, waiting for you to get here.
Yeah, I could hear it.
We good?
I could hear it when I was walking in.
Didn't it sound amazing?
Yes.
Yes,
did.
it does. So we got ourselves a game here. So Mt.Zion, I don't know if this is shocking you or not. They trail Baltimore City right now 23-15.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have called that.
I mean,
There's no way.
it's one of those things that every once in a while, you're getting your Gibleys in. You're trying to figure out what kind of team you are in the beginning of the season.
Very true.
And we're right here, right at the start of it. So we'll see how it goes.
There we go. Yeah, I made an announcement to the audience earlier that, we're going to be learning these names and faces and tendencies and all that stuff tonight as well. Yes. And the good thing about doing these mixers is it gives us a really good preview into the season because, the nature of JUCO basketball with players coming and going every season or two, you got to relearn them. So tonight we're learning a lot about both of these teams. Long three, buries it.
Nice. Yeah, and not only that, it's going to help us because we're going to see all of these teams coming back here to play your CCBC.
Exactly.
So it's good.
Exactly.
We're going to have a good weekend.
Yes. Mt.Zion, top of the key, a long two, in and out. So do you want to take over
hey, man,
lead?
You're already 10 minutes in. Go for it.
All right. I guess I get to be lead tonight. We'll hear your color commentary skills, right?
Yes. Yeah, they heard it last week with LG. So.
Hey, three-pointer off the front of the rim. Just kissed it a little bit there. Rebound Baltimore, and they're slowing it down here. They opt not to go for the fast break. Back to the way top of the key. Carson Smith looking to set it up.
I was going to say, I see they kind of spreading it out. Luckily, because they did that, they were able to get that ball before he went out of bounds.
Yeah, they've been doing that all game long. Baltimore's been really good with the ball all day long. Back outside, three.
Nice.
Jukes. Nice pass to the inside and one.
Yeah, but he's going right to the line after that.
Wendell Tomlin.
That was a nice pass on the outside. He's able to dip, dodge, go up under the rim. Short pass, able to get the foul on the way up with the layup.
10-10 to go, 28-16, Baltimore with the lead. Here early, and this is about halfway through the first half. Game number one of the 2022 men's basketball mixer.
Man, do we have a long weekend ahead of us.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be great. We might as well start the basketball season with a bang, right?
Yeah.
Let's just do it. Let's do it, baby.
I don't see why not.
Drive to the outside. Looked at the three, but opts to step in, and that one's going out of bounds. As Michael Smith, MJ Smith, put a little too much on that one.
MJ Smith.
So Dundalk's playing twice this weekend. We got a little look at them, during the alumni game. What'd you think? What was your assessment?
Well, during the alumni game, I was able to assess that this team went 1 second, three-pointer up off the front of the rim. And okay, that's two offensive rebounds in that series. That was about to be three, but it went out of bounds. The way I'd seen how Dundalk was. It was very flashy, but it was a very loose game. It was their first time on the court as a team. Mm-hmm. Second game, it was a lot less flashy.
Yeah.
As they had to do a lot more work. These guys they came out and they were like, we want to win, and Dundalk had to do the work. So hopefully this weekend they're going to be able to clean some of that up because it was looking a little rough.
A little rough, yeah.
Yeah.
New coach.
Yeah.
Here's a new coach. A lot of new players, a lot of new faces out there. In and out. Rebound Baltimore. And that was Thomas Reed with the rebound. Here's the drive. Up and no good. As David Harris couldn't get the spin he wanted. And Mt.Zion right back at you. Lay in. Less than 9 to go. Mt.Zion hanging in there in this one. Plenty of basketball left, though. To the outside, whistle before. That's a foul in Baltimore anyway, so it's going the other way.
Yeah, he was trying to drive in, but decided to pass it out, pitch it out back to the outside. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of contact. Well, unfortunately, I say, for Baltimore. Not much from Mt.Zion as they have the ball now.
Scott throws it into Jalen Hall. Back to Hall. Over to Ricky Hill. Haven't said Ricky Hill tonight, so that's Ricky Hill out there right now, number one for Mt.Zion, getting double teamed.
Gets it out though.
Yeah, did his diligence. And right to a Baltimore player. He's coming back the other way. Oh my gosh. little too much roll, or not enough. I don't know. I don't know what to call that.
He didn't get as high as he thought he was going.
He did not get as high. Exactly.
That, so.
There you go. So nothing there. 28-18.
Oh,
coming. Ooh. And David Harris collides with MJ Smith up there near half court.
It's a shoulder right to the chin, basically. I mean, obviously he's going to be going to the line for that.
Well, both of these teams have been playing a really tight, aggressive defense, and I'm surprised it took this long to see a collision like that.
Oh, yeah.
Needless to say, here's the first free throw. Is good. 28-19. MJ Smith. I've been saying his name a lot tonight already.
Well, since I've been in here, I've heard it 3 times.
There
So
you go.
that's hopefully that's a good thing.
Second shot. Good. David Harris crosses half court over Alfred Carter with his own bit of a dribbling showcase there. Long three, and the basket is good, but the play was stopped.
Yeah, a lot of contact under the rim. Both gentlemen they both hit the floor, negating that three-pointer. That would have been good.
Mt.Zion's going to take it. Scott is handling the throw-in. He gets it into Jalen Hall. Back to Scott. Drive, long drive. Three-pointer, and it is good. 28-23. So Mt.Zion, just like that, right back in it. And you got to be kidding me.
Hey, sometimes when your arms are that long, you can do what you want.
Exactly.
When you're under the rim.
There's been a couple of shots like that tonight, all in Baltimore's favor. That was off the rim. 30-23. We're coming up on the 7-minute mark, and Jonathan Kelly unable to hold on to that one. And we got a substitution here. Kelly comes out, and Stallings McCargo comes back in, and Baltimore will keep it. Bounce pass back to the outside, top of the key. Baltimore setting up the play. Staying outside. Drive, sets it up with the drive, back outside. Long three off the back of the rim. Alfred Carter. Mt.Zion puts up a three of their own, in.
Yeah, BCCC. Wow, excuse me, BCCC.
Keep saying them C's.
allowed Mt.Zion to slow that down. They were on the fast break. There was a lot of contact, a lot of mismanagement right over there, right on the sideline. They were to slow that down, get that pass out, and hit that three.
30-26.
There was a lot of C's. I'm sorry.
I was just keep saying C's. BCCC. No one heard me say that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. But what a night, man! We got we got at least a halfway full gym in here tonight.
Yes,
but I imagine
like
this
it.
weekend. I imagine this weekend it's gonna be like wall to wall. People in here supporting their family members, their teammates, some of their favorite teams, maybe even some of their alumni, their alumni themselves of some of these schools that are coming in. 10 more games after this. I'm sorry.
9 more. Yeah. So we got 10 all weekend. Yeah,
10 all weekend.
We're going to be talking a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to talk to you offline about this. Offline as in off air.
Right.
But, I mean, we figured this out. We got to worry about us, longevity.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
We're gonna share in the yelling, right?
Who's gonna cry? I'm really gonna try not to. At least not till Sunday at like 3 p.m.
Yeah. Well, the Dundalk game, that's much different. We gotta turn it on.
Oh
for that.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
But
6 p.m. Saturday night.
we good.
As Dundalk takes on Lackawanna.
That's what water was made for, right?
Yeah, well.
So Baltimore with the throw in. The throw in.
Yeah, I was looking at you.
World Cup's coming up.
You tell who's been watching.
I'm definitely going to watch. I love the World Cup. I'm not even like a giant soccer fan, but I love watching World Cup. I do like watching my Premier League.
Gus Fowle's going to stay down here with Baltimore.
This is my first look at BCCC in a long time.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing them that much last year. Whoa. Trying to go strong into the hole against people that were much bigger than them.
We didn't actually see them last year.
Yeah, we didn't.
We did not see them at all last year.
Nope.
And then again, speaking of the fans from earlier, not to go back to what you were saying earlier, but this is the first season in a long time where we were able to welcome fans from day one.
Yeah, especially fans from other schools.
Exactly. So this is really, really exciting for everyone, ourselves included.
Yeah.
Dribble, shot, bit of a kind of a half fadeaway there.
Well, yeah, that's what that was.
Well, he did that the back foot, right?
Yeah, right.
But his body didn't quite go back. You know what I mean?
I think his legs were spread on the way up.
It kind of, that's what it looked like, yeah.
And not enough juice on that pass, excuse me.
Behind the back drive. Stopped. Oh, my gosh.
That was a nice steal.
It was. Alfred Carter, just straight thievery there. And Baltimore slows it down. Back to Carter as he's looking to set the play up. Out to Tomlin, and couldn't get it in.
Pulled up.
3 off the rim. But rebound Mt.Zion, they keep it.
But he's down to 3 people.
Yeah,
that's a jump ball. But the possession arrow is down here with Mt.Zion, so that should be staying down here.
Vaughn Baker was about 7 feet from him, like yelling for the ball.
Yeah,
and he was wide open.
He couldn't do anything.
But yeah, they couldn't. He couldn't get the ball off to him. So Mount Zion's going to have to just reset and go from there. 30-26 with 5:48 to go in the first half. Mount Zion throw in.
Oh.
Don't look at me like that.
No, what was that, and the fact that there was a foul before the ball even got out of his hands.
Right.
So, here we go. We'll try this again. It's gonna be a sight to see, Jimmy, when we have them sitting behind us.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, when this opens up behind us, yes.
Yeah, there's a couple back there, but they're not directly behind us. But there's gonna be something. It's gonna happen.
So Ricky Hill's going to put the ball in play here, and we've got players coming in and out.
Multiple substitutions.
Looks like, I don't know if it's a substitution, but for now, Jalen Hall heads out of bounds, and yeah, he's out. Pass back. MJ Smith drives, puts it up, kisses the rim. Not enough. Carter with the drive, passes.
Oh!
Huge block underneath.
Gonna stay down here, though.
MJ Smith stayed with the play, so he misses the rebound and then hustles back up court. Sorry, that's your part. I'm so used to doing color next to you. I was like, I'm going to explain the play real quick.
Yeah, no, we can. Look, man, we can switch back. Like I said, I just wanted to give you this half because you had it. You started it. You're going to finish it.
We go. Hey, why don't you go ahead?
Second half.
How about second half is yours? Okay, we got it. We'll rock with that.
Yep.
Jumper.
Oh,
bam! Carter with the jumper. He's been shooting some amazing stuff like that all night long. You should have seen a three-pointer he hit earlier, right before you got here.
Yeah.
He threw this rainbow up that was just like, I don't know, it was majestic.
Well, that one, he was hitting basically a moving target with that one.
Exactly. Mount Zion keeps the ball outside, resetting the play. Drive, looking for an opening, back outside. Comes back in, left-handed, and tosses it out of bounds. But it's going to stay down on this side of the court.
There was a little push-off going on under there, too, that I think the refs missed. I don't know if you saw it.
There was some slapping going on.
A little bit of a push.
And Vaughn Baker is he had to readjust his shoes on that after that one.
Yeah, it was Vaughn Baker that did I don't know.
Yeah, but Caden Porter heads to the line.
It happened so fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What's the thing about basketball? Sometimes things happen so fast.
I know. You
gotta just talk with your eyes, right?
And imagine for the people at home. Imagine being the one that has to say what's happening in real time. Look, we enjoy the job. We love
it.
Job.
Absolutely. That's why I do it.
But it's not easy. It's not easy.
And that one, it finds the net.
Yeah, took a little bit.
About 5 minutes to go. 5-point game. Number 2 rolls off the rim, and a little stoppage here. Baltimore ball. So Baltimore's been sitting on 10 fouls for a couple of minutes now. They've already surpassed their maximum.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure they've been trying to be expedient, and not
exactly
getting fouls, and it hasn't necessarily been working in their favor.
Mt.Zion just committed their 8th team foul, so they still got like one more to go before it's free throw time, and that one stays. It's going to stay down here. Baltimore ball.
Bit of an error on Mount Zion's part. I mean, rightfully so, going after the rebound like you're supposed to, but none able to get that pulled in.
Instead of kind of pulling the ball in towards his chest, he swatted it.
Yeah,
looked like he was trying to do the old swat to a teammate thing, but the ball just went. Oh, there's a steal, and he can't keep it in bounds.
Not able to get it. It's going back down the Baltimore side
as Caden Porter chases it down, dives, and just couldn't keep his body in bounds. Great effort, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, anytime you hit the floor and slide across it for a considerable distance, that's effort.
Tomlin passes into Harris. Harris brings it up. Passes half court, 10 seconds on the shot clock. He's driving. Rainbow lay-in, no good. Follow-up, no good. And bodies hit the floor, and the whistle blows the play dead.
They are calling travel, actually. They're sending it back down to the other
end. He slipped, too. Yeah, they're going to call it travel and a slip every time. And just like we said last year, this floor, this
is not a wood floor.
It's not a wood floor, exactly.
Yep.
And yeah, you even got the referee down there calling for a towel.
Yeah, there was a bit of time in the last game that they spent wiping up the floor, like religiously almost, because there was a lot of moisture. There was a lot of moisture on the floor. So
timeout, Mount Zion. Both teams go back to their benches to suss out the final minutes of this first half. And I got to say, man, it's been a really exciting first half in this 2022 men's basketball mixer. Again, 10 games all weekend. This is game number 1. Tomorrow at noon, Cecil versus Bryant and Stratton kicks off tomorrow. It sounds so weird saying kicks off for a basketball game.
I know.
Right?
How about tip-off? How about tip-off?
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Tips off tomorrow at noon. We start at noon tomorrow, so we'll see you bright and early. Basketball time, you know.
Yep.
2 o'clock, College of Southern Maryland versus Community College of Philadelphia. And then 4 o'clock, Pitt versus CCBC Catonsville, right across town. What's up, Catonsville? You'll be here tomorrow. And rounding out the day is your CCBC Dundalk Lions hosting Lackawanna at a 6 p.m. tip. So come on down for that one.
I like to call that the main event.
Okay. So we'll roll with that. Main event tomorrow is the Dundalk Lions hosting Lackawanna right here at the Lions. And if you happen to make it down here to Dundalk, to the Den, come up to the booth and say what's up to Jimmy Flame and Deacon Storm. There's a drive, not enough. A little too much glass on that one. And Baltimore will take it out.
You know, what I'm appreciating about Baltimore and Mount Zion is that nobody is scared to hit the floor. They are all in there for the pressure. They're all in there for the pain. They just want to get this game over with, and they want to win. That's what they want to do. They want to win.
Under the rim.
Nice.
Wow. Jason Ogbalu under the rim, Dr. J style. For 2, 34-27. Coming up on 4 minutes to go. And there's a foul right there.
Yeah, it looks like
coming the other way.
Looks like that pick may have been. I don't think they called a moving pick. It definitely looked like it was. There was a lot of contact there in the middle.
It was part of the pick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cross. Steps up, back to the top. Calling directions. Oh, nice little move there. Baltimore unable to penetrate the Mount Zion defense, though. They're trying to get inside, and he does. He slips through.
That's in.
Wow.
That is in.
David Harris just slipping his way through the defense and puts up a kind of a long distance layup, right?
Yeah.
What do you call that? I mean,
lots of
2 points is what I'm going to call it right now.
That's what the scoreboard says.
That's what the stat sheet will say, too.
Yeah.
It was just 2 points there. And we got a stoppage of play. 36-27, 3:20 to go. Baltimore with the lead.
Yeah, Russ going to talk this one out. this would be one of the times where we, kind of wish that the refs had speakers.
Something, some sort of communication, yeah.
But I mean, not necessarily like the NBA refs with their face in the camera,
right?
But something.
So just to remind the people at home or in their cars or whatever tuned into YouTube, when the refs make the calls, their backs are always to us. So
yeah, the scoring table is actually across from us.
Exactly. So we're like the last people to find out. Usually.
Yeah. So we try our best to try to let you know what's going on. I can usually tell sometimes, but every once in a while one will slip out. Or we'll miss it.
MJ Smith at the line. And that one's good. And Baltimore not even playing. They are quickly coming back. Drive. And the follow-through, neither the layup or the follow-through is good, but the second follow-through is good. Give that one to Jason Bulu. Pass to the outside.
That's it. That's going out.
Out of bounds. And Baltimore's just pouring it on here late. 3 minutes to go with the 38-29 lead. And they are just
wasting no time.
Fire, wasting zero time, exactly. Pass to the inside. Beautiful pass to the inside to the out. And
that's gonna be the travel.
Yep. He slipped his foot. Got to plant first, or it's going to look like a travel. You could argue that was not a travel, but his foot did slip back. Technically, it is, sure.
Yeah, that ball's got to hit the ground first before that foot moves.
Exactly. So, simple little mistake there.
Yeah.
Cross half court to the outside. Long three. No good. And another foul. Mt.Zion. And that's foul. That should be foul number 10 there, I believe.
Yeah, it'll be updated. There it is.
There it is. Yep, it's updated. Okay, so both teams, it's going to be free throws from here. 2:38 to go, 38-29. Baltimore with the lead. And heading to the line. Is Wendell Tomlin. Churchill Academy. He puts up a rainbow free throw, and it's good. Baltimore extends to a 10-point lead, which is pretty much where they've been for the majority of this game, leading by as much as 11. They were up 11-1 to start the game. 11-0 actually, and then Mt.Zion managed to get a free throw in there.
So they've pretty much been just one. They've pretty much been trying to fight back this entire time.
Yeah, Mt.Zion's been has trailed the whole game. And there's a bounce pass underneath. No foul. The follow-through. Is good. Mt.Zion right back. And no travel there. Count it, 2 points. Two minutes to go. And Harris directing traffic. Slides behind a couple. Oh, too much. Off the back of the glass and right back to it. Mt.Zion puts up a three, and they cannot. They can't make a three. They've had plenty of opportunities, and there's a big dunk miss. To the outside. Three-pointer in and out. Catches his own rebound on the ground. Travel. They're going to get him for a travel.
What a scrum that was.
Carson Smith with the aggressive rebound there. The ball came bouncing right back to him, but he dove for it. And in the collision with the ground.
Slid forward,
exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's a non-wood floor.
Right.
It'll get some movement. Ref trying to get some of the moisture off now.
That cannot feel good on the skin.
No. I've fallen on this floor before.
And then you hear the and it's like, no. Right?
The sound of your skin trying to catch up with the rest of your body.
Oh, God. No.
Yeah.
I'm not even good.
Yeah.
All right, so he is up. Looks like he's going to be okay. Vaughn Baker, the other party in that spill. He is going to come out, it looks like, but he's walking on his own. And it looks like a team doctor over there checking him out.
Yeah, I think he may have
Might have hit his head, like the corner of his eye or something. It looks like.
I think it may have broke the skin, which obviously is, it's going to cause a stoppage in play this long.
And as you know, like that part of your head.
Exactly.
There's a reason why it's called juicing.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully he's going to be all right. I'm pretty sure he will be. He's standing up on his own 2 feet, just trying to get looked at.
Right. So we're going to come right back to it. Mt.Zion take control of the ball here. Baltimore playing a little bit of a press here, half-court press. As the defense approaches, Mt.Zion gets through it pretty easily, though. There's a little razzle-dazzle drive, left-handed layup.
Complete penetration there on his part. Whoa!
MJ Smith. That was a long throw. No foul. Mt.Zion coming back. Fast break under the rim and couldn't complete the layup there.
But he is going to get a chance at 2.
1 minute to go. Baltimore 42, Mt.Zion 33 in game number 1 of the 2022 men's basketball mixer.
I am so excited, man. This weekend's going to be so good. It's going to be so good.
And he sinks the first one. Make it an 8-point game. And Baltimore just made a substitution. As soon as I get his name, and he sinks it. And that's going to be, who just came in? Thomas Reed just came in. Passes back.
Whoa.
Oh. Fancy feet, right? Jump shot off the rim. Back the other way. Mt.Zion driving underneath the rim. Easy lay in. Sabrice Scott. 2 more for him. 42-37. Coming up on 30 seconds left in the first half. Drive. Finds an opening. Back to the outside. 3-pointer up. Boom! Jonathan Kelly with the rainbow 3 to make it an 8-point game again. Pass to the top of the key. Driving. Can't get through. Spin move. Up. Gets his own rebound. Floats it in.
Second chance points. They'll get you every time.
And that's going to do it for the first half.
Oh.
Off the glass. It looked good from our angle, right? It looked pretty good.
Yeah. I was like, wait a second.
So the first half comes to an end in game number 1 of the 2022 men's basketball mixer. Baltimore with the lead over Mt.Zion 45-39. This has been an exciting one. You got here a little bit late, but trust me, it's been like this throughout the entire first half.
Yeah, I mean, so far, I missed 5 minutes at the beginning, but, I came in. I saw what we're kind of dealing with. Mt.Zion is going to have to wake up because Baltimore was just running past them.
Yes.
And that was like 3 or 4 consecutive plays. Like, what was going on there? Wake up Mt.Zion. Get on defense when you get down there to your end and make sure that these guys are not able to just go into the paint or slip behind you or pass the ball, be off ball and get the 3-pointer over in the corner. Like, you don't want those things. You got to stop those things for Mt.Zion. Baltimore, let's keep doing what you're doing.
Baltimore certainly playing it fast, complementing a tight defense that they've played. And their game plan has worked out so far. So, will we see much of the same in the second half? Who knows? But for now, all y'all out there, you know what time it is. It's time to get in the chat and send us your shout-outs. We're bringing back the shout-outs this season, so all season long we got shout-outs. And I'm going to do a shout-out right now to Tyler and Isaiah. Tyler's on camera. Isaiah's working the overlay. They are interns over at CCBC Catonsville who will be here tomorrow. Tomorrow, Catonsville takes on Pitt at 4 p.m. And then Sunday, Catonsville is hosting Community College of Philadelphia. So Isaiah and Tyler, they're here with us tonight, running the visuals, so to speak. And so that's my shout-out. Shout-out, y'all. Get in the chat. Give us your shout-outs right before the second half. We're going to come back and get all our shout-outs in. You want to wish somebody happy birthday. I sang happy birthday last year. Remember that?
I do.
I sang happy birthday last year. If y'all got a birthday going on, get in the chat and let me know about it. I will sing happy birthday on the air.
Let's do it. All right. When we come back, I will be taking over the play-by-play. Jimmy will be slipping to color, and we're going to get to the second half of this little route between BCCC and Mt.Zion. Score 45-39. We'll be back in about 10.
And we are back for the 2022 men's basketball mixer. Game number 1 of 10 in this weekend of basketball right here in Dundalk, Maryland, hosted by the CCBC Dundalk Lions. The Lions are in action tomorrow night, 6 p.m. tip-off, as they take on Lackawanna in a game, or in a day that starts at noon, full of basketball. Noon tip-off is Cecil versus Bryant and Stratton. 2 p.m. College of Southern Maryland versus Community College of Philadelphia, followed by Pitt in Catonsville. And again, closed out the main event, Lackawanna versus CCBC Dundalk. In the chat, Geez Louise, thanks for letting us know about the streaming quality. We've been streaming at the highest quality, so apologies if it wasn't getting through right away. But I double-checked it, and if you only have the 480p option on your end, it's something in the app. As I've confirmed that we are streaming at high quality. It's at least a 720 stream. And DS Watson 123 says, shout out Wendell Tomlin. Get to know him. We've been getting to know Wendell Tomlin tonight for sure. So thanks for the shout out, DS Watson 123. And that's a big boy. Looks like he's whoever that is agreeing with Geez Louise. So yeah, well, we've addressed that. We've double checked, and the stream should be fine. If you're still having issues, definitely let us know in the chat. I can double check all this stuff, but I've confirmed that our stream should be good. Baltimore leads this one, game number 1. It's Baltimore 45, Mount Zion 39, as we're getting ready for the second half. Deacon Storm's going to take over as lead here, and I'm going to do color, the normal setup that we have.
Yeah, it's gonna sound pretty normal. At least I'm hoping.
Kind of normal, right?
At least I'm hoping.
So I missed the last game, so apologies for that.
It's all good.
Car troubles.
We had a true legend and professional in your place.
Awesome.
That being Lamont.
Lamont. What? Lamont filled in?
It was me and Lamont.
Oh my gosh, dude, I'm so happy about that. That's so cool.
And me and Lamont kept our normal setup. I let him do play-by-play, and I did the color for him. So it was basically like a Morgan. It was a Morgan.
So Lamont had to fill my shoes, is what you're saying?
Yes, yeah, Lamont. Yeah.
It was such an honor.
Yeah, my man LG.
Yeah. No, that's dope. On the real, that's dope. I'm like, I'm tripping. I'm like, what? He's the guy that came? Dude's a legend, man. Come on.
He was going to be here announcing and everything, but me and him are going to be hitting the road doing the Morgan State games.
That's all. So you're doing that again this year?
Yes. Yeah.
That is so awesome.
And that's a hope. Things change, but as of now, that's the plan. But we're going to go ahead and get started here. 5 men on each team out.
I hope there's 5 on each team.
Yeah, I know. Red and black. That's going to be BCCC. Baltimore City Community College. Your blue and white's going to be Mount Zion. Already starting passes here. Out on the edge. Pass it out. Comes around. Gets that ball. Out here on the outside, passes up at the top of the key. He's going to fake the shot, steps back, pull-up jumper, really short. But it gets stolen back.
So he had the jumper, but there was a hand right there in his face that actually got the ball. And then, of course, Mount Zion trying to take it the other way. The scramble ensued, and Baltimore's going to keep it.
Yep, that was Prince Cabrera of Mount Zion who on the shot attempt, and on the steal, James Moore. So we're here on the inbound pass again. It's going to be Jalen Hall making it. Tries to get it back out to James Moore. James Moore's up at the top. Passes it out to Ricky Hill. Ricky Hill holds it. Passes it back to Moore. Moore's got his hands on it. Shoots it over to Civil. It's up in the air. That's going to go out of bounds.
Nice drive there. A really good setup on there with Baltimore passing the ball around like that. Had the open man heading right towards the rim, but Mount Zion too tall right there.
A little too tall. James Moore on the inbound pass. Passes all the way out. And they are swinging this around. Last in the hands right now. Civil. He tries to go back up again, but we got a whistle blown. Foul called.
And look, the ball stuck on top of the backboard. There we go.
That's going to take a second.
All right, who's going to jump up and get that one? Whoever jumps up and gets that one gets a contract.
Well, I imagine the person, if I was a betting man, yep, there you go.
Yeah, just throw it.
Yeah.
Other side. There you go, buddy. Who can get somebody?
That's the one time we're going to see BCCC and Mount Zion pass to each other, and it's actually for a good reason.
Teamwork right there. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork is alive. Actually, good sportsmanship is alive and well here in Dundalk.
Yep. Prep Warriors of Mount Zion. BCCC Baltimore on the inbound pass. Lots of movement there. Ricky Hill's got his hands on it, shoots it up for three, and it goes in. Ricky Hill for three, already starting off with the first points here in the second half.
Baltimore City Community College wasted no time on that three-point attempt. Dunk!
And right there, big dunk coming.
Wow, I couldn't even
all
get that
the way
one
down.
out.
Yeah.
Both teams just playing really fast here to start. There's a long
ball
three.
Up for three. Rebound grabbed by MJ Smith. Trying to drive it up. And in on the lay-in. That is
Brav.
Okay, thank you. I was saying it.
Brav.
And I was second guessing it.
Right back, Zion, just that quickly.
All
comes
the way
right
down.
Back. And
missed on that lay-in. Rebound is grabbed.
Mount Zion's definitely stepped up. Mount Zion's definitely stepped up. Wow.
Big three-pointer, Alfred Carter. I am sorry, earlier that was Wendell Tomlin. I called it for a Jalen Hall. That was my bad. Had my papers out of order. But Mount Zion now driving down, scores 51-43 in the paint, up in the air, up in, good. That one is Jalen Hall for the lay-in. Down the other end, Baltimore slowing it down. So that's what the Tops keep, passes it back out. He's going to go ahead and drive it in, tried to get his hands on it, not able to keep track. Carson Smith on the way in. Down the other end, Mount Zion. That is Malachi Palmer on the miss.
Palmer gives him a taste of his own medicine there with the block.
Yep, step up three and miss. But many offensive rebound chances. That was Alfred Carter once again on that miss. Down the other end, Mount Zion trying to get the lay-in, but the rebound grabbed up by Baltimore and Alfred Carter.
Both teams just slowing it down. Like Mount Zion, I don't know what they were told in the locker room, but they came out here in the second half just playing really aggressive, really fast, unlike in the first half where their game plan was a little bit different. So they've definitely made some adjustments during halftime.
David Harris pitches it back out. Three-point up attempt and in and good. Carson Smith for three.
Smith was just hanging out there on the outside, waiting, and finally gets the ball, loops it in.
On the other end, Mount Zion driving down. Malachi Palmer, he's got his hands on the ball. Defense being called up by the bench of Baltimore. Malachi trying to get around, being guarded. Some tight guarding, up in the air for three. Hits the side of the backboard, side of the rim, into the hands of Baltimore. Now on the other end, Baltimore making their way down. David Harris got his hands on the ball. Drives it all the way in for the lay-in, and it is good.
It appeared he was going to pass that one off, but for some reason the entire Mount Zion defense sidestepped him. He just kept going for the easy lay-in.
Maybe they thought he was going to stop. Down here, passed it over. Malachi Palmer on the inside to Brav. Brav up and good for two. Scoring his first points of the second half. Baltimore bringing it back down. David Harris steps up, running point, passes it off to the big, tall, lanky. I was trying to get it out. Wendell Tomlin.
Get it out, man. Get it out. You got it.
Up for three for three. I know I say it for everybody, but that's going to hit the front of the rim into the hands of Mount Zion. Driving it down, getting through, steps up on the floater, but that's going to hit the back of the rim. Baltimore's got their hands back on it, and it looks like we're going to get a stop in the travel. I saw that one.
Both hands on the ball. Yeah, you can't do that in any league. Yeah. You can't even get away with that in the NBA.
Oh, no. Try getting away with it on the street. It ain't going to work for you either.
So after all that, it is still a 9-point game. Can you believe it?
There hasn't been many points scored in the second half.
That was crazy. The pacing's just been lightning here.
Yeah. Inbound pass in the hands of Jalen Hall. Jalen Hall making his way down.
56-47 Baltimore.
Inbound bounce pass. MJ Smith gets it, but he's getting double teamed by the sideline.
Wow.
Shark attacked.
2-on-1. He keeps
Bringing it up. Kept it, but he's going to get fouled. Not able to get the ball in. That is Jason Ogbulo on the attempt, and he's going to go to the line.
That's the second team foul for Mount Zion already here in the second half. That's actually third. I stand corrected. 15-19 to go. 56-47 Baltimore. Baltimore looking to add to the lead.
Bulo here at the charity stripe. It's going to go in. A lot of bouncing on that rim, but doesn't matter. It counts for one. 57-47 is your score. 15-19 left. Ball is up. Kisses the front of the rim right into the hands of Mt.Zion and the hands of Jalen Hall. He drives it down, passes on the inside. Big lay-in, gets his own rebound, and that is going to be good. That is number 0, James Moore of Mt.Zion. Already down the other end because Baltimore's not wasting any time. Up at the top. Passes it over. All the way up for 3. In the corner. No good.
Good setup there to get the ball to the outside. He was wide open, but just couldn't finish it.
Yeah, that was Alfred Carter on the miss here on the other end. Mt.Zion's got it. Jalen Hall going to figure out what he's doing. Setting up the play. MJ Smith got it. Back to Malachi Palmer. Malachi is far away from the hoop. Up for 3. Almost goes in, but hits the inside of the rim. Bounces back out. That was James Moore on the miss. On the other end, big 3-point attempt. That's going to kiss nothing. That's going to go out of bounds. On the miss there is Wendell Tomlin. (57-49) your score. Mt.Zion making their way down. A little bit of a cross up there. Jalen Hall trying to get an open man. Foul one, and whistle blows. So we got a little contact. So it may have been a reach-in called on.
It'll stay down here.
Yeah.
Shot clock. Yeah, shot clock sets to 20 on that.
Yep. Called on Wendell Tomlin. And just waiting for the inbound pass on the Mt.Zion side.
And that's Baltimore's first foul of the second half.
Once again, score Baltimore 57, Mt.Zion 49. Mt.Zion trying to fight back. Didn't necessarily have a good ending to the first half, but they've been staying in it here in the second half. Inbound pass goes far, not intercepted, but still stolen. But Mt.Zion got their hands back on it. Cross up pass, pop up 3, hits the back of the rim, and that's going to be, Saber Scott on the miss. And wait a second, what we got going on here?
They're going to say it's Baltimore ball. It looked a lot like a Baltimore player actually hit it out, but they're going to say that a Mt.Zion player actually clipped it a little.
Well, what are you going to do?
Exactly. Just start playing just like they are right now.
Losing control over it a little bit. David Harris. And that's going to go back down.
No, it's going to stay down here.
Oh, I see you touched the. Okay. I see what you pointed at. Carson Smith, last one with the ball.
And it looks like there's going to be an exchange of players here. So we got number 15 and number 11 out. That's MJ Smith is out. And Vaughn Baker is in. To the outside.
Trying to find another open man. Mt.Zion playing some really good defense. But the pick, tried to set up the pick, but he ran back.
Yeah.
Ball's on the outside. Pop-up jumper. No good, but able to swat it back out.
Ooh.
Mt.Zion still got their hands on it by himself. And that is James Moore on the slam and the jam.
I think James Moore knew what he was going to do there right when he got the ball. He took a little bit of a look back, jumped up, and just pow, slammed it in.
Yep, that move, that dunk brings Mt.Zion, the Warriors, within 6. So what it looks like to me, Jimmy, is we're starting to get a game here. All right, now down here on the other end.
57-51 with 13 to go.
Tried to jump up.
There's skin. I heard that.
Pretty bad. That was and that's going to be a technical.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ref just teed him up for it. Unless they pull that back. I definitely saw him make it. Yes.
Are they going to send everyone back? Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be a technical.
I mean, I heard the slap all the way up here.
Yep. And that is going to be Alfred Carter. He is going to be going to the line, shooting the free throw for the technical, and it goes in.
Yeah, rolls it right in. He's like, give me the ball back. He's shooting quickly.
Yeah, he didn't. And that's been
Boom,
kind of what's been going on with BCCC.
That's like practice, though. It's like sometimes in practice you want to get those free throws up quickly.
Let's give it the ball.
Get yourself in a rhythm, exactly, and it's kind of like what he did right there. Yep. So 59-51, 13:01 to go.
Yep, Mt.Zion. They got the crowd on the feet, got the bench on the feet after that slam dunk, and pretty much gave the points right back. Here it is, the third free throw, and that's good.
Just sinking him in like butter.
Like it was nothing.
Yeah.
He's got one more. He's made 3 in a row.
Can they get to 10? Make it a 10-point lead? He does. Yeah, easily.
So what looked like a game has now turned into yet another double-digit lead by Baltimore. Mt.Zion making their way up. Pass on the inside. Tried to step back and go for the 3.
Got a hand on it.
Yeah, it's poked free. Now it's back, slowing it down a little bit. It's going to be Sabre Scott. He's got it. Pop-up 3. Stepped over on the side. Knocks it in. Good. Scott from Mt.Zion able to do it. Baltimore already on their way back down. Already in the paint. Got the floater. That's going to be no good. By Malachi Plaskett. Unable to sink that ball in. Mt.Zion on the way down. Fast pass. Way too fast. Too much. Yeah, a little bit too much.
too much on that.
Yeah, James Moore launching that into the stratosphere, but more appropriately, the back wall as that pass goes out of bounds.
Don't forget, tomorrow we're still here. This is game 1 of 10 games this weekend of 2022. Men's basketball mixer. Come on down. 12 p.m. Tip-off is the first game, and then we got basketball all day long.
And we repeat it on Sunday. We'll give out that schedule in a little bit. Score is 61-54. Baltimore in the lead over Mt.Zion. The Warriors with 12:25 left here in the game. Baltimore making their way down. Hands on the ball. This Alfred Carter. He's trying to get across. Half point. Up. And that's going to go back.
Checked him. And then after the play, it looked like who is it? It looked like Jason Agbulu bumping shoulders with James Moore, and then after the play, they came right back at each other while the referees, while they weren't looking like they do in wrestling.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Referee has his back turned. They came up and they checked each other again. A little friendly check, albeit.
But refs caught it.
Hey, they're just out there balling,
Refs caught it. We got a second. Hold on.
Looking like we're
All
going.
right, looks like they called a timeout.
Yep, we're going to a timeout. Okay. So tomorrow, game number 2 of this 2022 men's basketball mixer starts. Tip-off at noon. Cecil versus Bryant Stratton. 2 p.m. College of Southern Maryland versus Community College of Philadelphia. At 4 p.m., Pitt versus CCBC Catonsville. And the main event tomorrow night, your CCBC Dundalk Lions host Lackawanna. Tip-off at 6 p.m. Then Sunday, we got an early tip-off, 11 a.m., Pitt versus Cecil, followed by Community College of Philadelphia versus Catonsville. And then we got Bryant and Stratton versus College of Southern Maryland, followed by the Baltimore City Community College team you're watching right now versus Lackawanna. And the next main event, the main event of Sunday, CCBC Dundalk Lions versus Atlantis University. Lots of basketball this weekend. If you're in the area, pop on in. If not, just stay tuned.
We should be here for all of it, but you know how life works.
Yeah.
All right.
So Wendell Tomlin, shout out from Richmond, Virginia to Wendell Tomlin. Hey, what's up? Yeah, there we go. Shout out from Richmond, Virginia.
Whoa.
In the YouTube chat.
2 men were on the outside. We've got the 3-pointer up in the air. Hits the front of the rim. Back into the hands of Mt.Zion. And there's a call.
It was like a travel. He gives a travel signal. It looked like.
Well, it looked kind of like.
What's he doing? Keep those shout-outs coming in on the YouTube channel. And if you're new here, hit subscribe, hit notifications, hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we go on the air. We're going to be bringing you basketball all season long and all weekend long.
Well, Ricky Hill, it's like he's going to the line by himself, and I guess the refs are still trying to figure this one out.
I like how when the refs go up and do the little double stomach touch thing, they go up and they touch each other on the stomach. Like,
I mean,
all right, what's going on here? That's how they communicaphic, right?
Yeah, I'm not a ref. I don't know. I'm just watching.
I mean, it's effective. It works. It's like telepathic communication almost.
It's like we know. Touch your stomach.
You do the finger thing on the stomach, and it's like, oh yeah, I agree. It's like a Jedi mind trick, except for basketball.
Swing it. Ricky Hill at the charity stripe. Here's first free throw. They hit the back of the rim. No good. Now Zion's coach still trying to plead his case down there. So we got a free throw on the other end, back of the rim as well from Alfred Carter.
And he's going to put up another one.
He's up again, and
Quickly,
that one goes in for one. Something that Baltimore really needed.
62-54, 12:01 to go in the second half of this one.
Yeah, even though they're in the lead.
Yeah.
You need every point possible.
Baltimore with 2 team fouls and Mt.Zion with 6 team fouls.
All right, inbound pass. Palmer up for 3. Hits the back of the rim. Into the hands. David Harris passes it off. Brings it into the paint. Up in the air. There's going to be a foul called. And Agbulo is going to the line after trying to get that lay-in, but was fouled.
Mt.Zion's been struggling a bit from the outside tonight. I mean, a lot of shots, getting a lot of rim, but nothing else from the outside. And Baltimore's been really good about turning those around into points. Like right now, I mean, they're at the charity stripe right now, turning a mistake into maybe not a point there, but
not that time.
Spoke too soon, right?
Agbulo, he's going to shoot his second one.
Sylvia Bird in the chat says, "Let's go, Ricky Hill."
Boom. Big rebound grabbed by Vaughn Baker. Already on the other end, slapped out of his hands. Let's see what the call is. It's going to be out of bounds, or it's going to be foul.
Yeah, no foul. It's just out of bounds.
This is out of bounds. That was Brav. He was trying to.
Sometimes you can just hear it. When it's a foul, like you can typically hear it. You know,
the sound between. There's a distinction between the sound of human skin and a basketball.
Yeah, exactly. Between a pop and a bonk, whatever. You know.
Yeah. All right, inbound pass. It's going to be Ricky Hill.
Pass it in.
No. It's like there's a foul called.
Right.
Once again.
Or they're just going to back it up. 26 seconds on the shot clock.
Inbound pass once again. Ricky Hill.
Ow. Oh, too much.
He passed it over to Saber Scott. Scott could not keep his hands on it, and that went out of bounds. Now BCCC has their hands on the ball and possession.
I mean, that was a good choice to pass it over there. He's really the only open man, but the ball slipped right through his hand. Oh, wow, what a pass.
Tried to finesse that one in Agbulo, but it went right by him. Ball went all the way down to the other end.
That play had the makings of a poster all over it.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't finish it, though.
Yep, it is going to stay down here with Baltimore. And Tomlin on the inbound. Passes it back out. All the way on the inside. Carter has it. Passes it over. Smith trying to drive in. Big 3 pop-up. Hits the side of the backboard. I'm sorry, the backboard, yeah. Wendell Tomlin, another 3-point attempt that does not go his way. But he did get fouled on the way up.
Did a great job getting him open, too.
Yeah.
Smith stayed open himself just in case.
Yeah,
easily could have passed the ball off there.
Yeah, let's see how many shots he gets. So I'm pretty sure he was on the other side of that 3-point line, but double check to see. His first one is up. That's good. Nothing but net.
And again, for those watching, when referees give their signals, their backs are usually to us. So we either have to make some very good educated guesses at times or wait until the entire call transpires.
We're doing our best.
Yes. That's really what I'm getting at. We're doing our best.
We're doing our best. Wendell Tomlin up for a second shot, and no good. Rebound grab, driven down by Malachi Palmer, whistle blown. He possibly may have stepped out. But, nope, wasn't what it was.
There's a little bit of a shoulder check going on. And that was on, I believe that was Wendell Tomlin with the check there. And he's actually going to sit down right now. So Tomlin is out. Mt.Zion's going to throw it in.
Got the hands on it. That's Palmer. Palmer to Baker. Baker's got his hands back on it. Back to Hill. Up at the top. He's going to drive in, but lose control of it right into the hands.
Fast break. Oh.
Fast break down. He stops him. Puts it back up. Able to put back in his shot. It's good. That's Andre Stallings. McCargo.
McCargo right there, right behind him to finish that one out. And that's how you teach it, right? You teach him to follow the ball all the way in.
Never give up.
Never give up, exactly. He was right there for that second chance.
Yep. So ball's in the hands of Malachi Palmer, but whistle is blown. Looks like a timeout for both teams. How long of a timeout is this going to be?
Yeah.
Like I usually look at the
usually you can look at the scoreboard. Yeah. 30-second timeout. We're going with a 30-second timeout.
Yeah.
6 team fouls for Baltimore, 8 for Mt.Zion. We're in a 30-second timeout. And once again, we're in the middle. We're at the very beginning of 10 games hosted here at the Den this weekend in Dundalk, Maryland. Come on down to the Den if you're in the area.
You know what I heard, Jimmy?
What's that?
You know what I heard? I didn't mean to cut you off, but you know what I heard?
That's fine.
I heard that there will be concessions this weekend.
There's concessions tomorrow and on Sunday.
Yes.
Correct.
Saturday and Sunday. You can come here. Like, you're going to be here like us watching about 8 hours of basketball and talking about it. You're going to get hungry, right?
Yes.
You're going to stay here with us. So,
I want some fries right now.
Some French fries.
Straight up crispy fries right now. If anybody out there wants to send us some.
Get it in within the next 10 minutes.
We will give you the biggest shout out ever.
Yeah, but regardless of that fact, concessions will be here tomorrow. So you will be refreshed while you're here watching some of the best basketball in the area from the JUCO level.
Speaking of refreshed, I think this is our mandatory water break now.
Is it
and
right before
for those of you at home, if you have your water ready, it's mandatory water break time.
Don't forget to
take a sip of your water.
Don't forget to hydrate.
And I kept my microphone on for that, so just so you can hear the refreshing sound.
It's better than how refreshing a Coke Zero is to you.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's a lot better than that.
Indeed. We got a 65-54 ball game. Baltimore's led the entire game.
Yes. You said they started at 11-point lead.
They were 11-point run, 11-0, 11 unanswered, exactly. And then finally, Mt.Zion went to the line and got one free throw before they kicked it into gear. And they've kept it a game ever since. They haven't been completely outplayed. I mean, they're playing well, but stuff like that. Well, even though it's a foul, but they're missing too many shots like that.
Yep, that was Malachi Palmer.
A combination of that, too many close to the rim, and then they're not getting those wide open shots from the outside either. You don't expect to make a ton of those, but you expect to make some when you're that open. You know what I mean? They haven't been doing it. And the Mt.Zion basketball from last year, they'd have been tearing it up. If they had that many open shots, right?
Yes, they were. But I will say this: once again, Malachi Palmer on the call. He charged up under the rim and was called for the foul. Now it's Baltimore's ball coming up the court. David Harris passes it off.
Looked like James Moore was kind of shaking his arm a little bit after that one too on his way up the court.
Well, either way, Alfred Carter, big air ball, but Baltimore got it back. Another missed three. Mt.Zion has it. Pass on the inside to the big man. He comes in for the lay-in, misses it. Ball is bouncing around, but Baltimore's got it back. That was Vaughn Baker trying to get that in. All the way on the other end. Oh, wow. The big block. The big block by M.J. Smith. Players on the ground. People dunking the ball. Nothing counts.
And that looks like a charge.
We're going to find out where this ball's going to be.
It looks like a charge on Palmer.
Yeah, what the call is.
I mean, really, that could have gone. I don't know that he established himself quick enough there, but according to the referees, he did. Now they're going to work on his leg now. Who was that on the ground?
I couldn't see.
I can't tell now because, we're learning these players today.
Yeah, but that is a Baltimore player, Baltimore CC, so BCCC. He's on the ground. They're looking at his leg, kind of rotating a little bit. Players trying to get a. Try to get an idea of what's going on. This could be a safety precaution. Hopefully, nothing's wrong with the young man.
He's in.
His
calf is. Oof. Hopefully, it's just a Charlie horse, as the old Charlie horse, right?
Yeah. Well, it's going to help him up.
He gets tapped, so he is going to. Looks like he's going to go ahead and.
Maybe a cramp.
Looks
like it might be the ankle.
And that is what is that, number 12?
Yes, that is Carson Smith.
So Carson Smith was the one who went down, and he is nimbly exiting the court.
Yep.
And his leg's shaking a little bit. You can see, like, when he puts a little bit of weight on that injured calf, like his leg is it's a little wobbly. Well, so hopefully this isn't as serious as it looks.
Mm-hmm. Well, Malachi Plaskett is going to be taking his spot.
And then back to the foul, he, according to the refs, he did establish his lane, essentially, and then he just got trucked.
Yeah,
I don't know how else to put it. He got trucked.
Yeah,
that's a foul in every league, right?
This isn't. I don't know if this is considered a contact sport, but there will be contact no matter what happens.
Right.
So hopefully, like I said, young man is okay. We're gonna go ahead and start inbound pass.
And that was Mt.Zion's 9th team foul.
Not looking too good for Mt.Zion. Driving in, pop-up jumper. Going to hit, barely kiss the backboard. That was Alfred Carter on the miss. Mt.Zion on the other end. Malachi Palmer with it. He's trying to drive in. And he does. Put it up.
I'm telling you, the defense of Baltimore is just stingy tonight.
They are. They're not letting much get through in the paint, but they are outsized.
Even when Mt.Zion finds an opening, there's always a Baltimore player that kind of steps in and forces the player to change direction, change the path that they're trying to get to the rim, and, just enough to, throw the shot off. And they're doing a really good job at disruption.
Well, Malachi Palmer able to land his first free throw of this particular series. Scores 55-65, 10 points separates the two teams with 9:35 left here in the game. I am Deacon Storm alongside Jimmy Flame. Ball is up and in. Now a 9-point game. Coming down on the other end, it's going to be David Harris with the ball. Trying to direct traffic. Passes it out to Kelly. Kelly passes it over, gets it back.
Oh, Harris he's open. He's open on the right. But he drives.
He drives and gets it anyway. That's Harris on the drive, and he lands hard on the way down. You were saying Malachi Plaskett was open out.
He was wide open, yeah.
Open out in three-point land. Couldn't get my words together.
There you go.
But Harris hitting the ground hard after executing that layup.
It looked like he was holding his Achilles. And his teammate, the aforementioned Malachi Plaskett, helps him up. And he's got a little bit of a limp going on.
Trying to play through it. Tell him.
Yeah, he's sending him up. They're like, no, come here.
No,
he's like, no.
Coach is like, no, he is coming in.
Yeah, he's coming out.
He says, sit down, David Harris.
Exactly. Hopefully it's just
for a second.
Yeah. We got Rich Barnett down there looking on.
Just trying to make sure everything's all right.
Our fearless leader.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he just kind of went down, and they're gonna have to go check him out.
Well, that's two players this half on the BCC.
That was so sudden too. He went over there just fine, almost a little bit, and now he can't put weight on his foot, and the game goes on nevertheless.
Other end, Mt.Zion. They're gonna drive in, and that's gonna be a foul called on Baltimore.
Both of these teams stepping up the physicality here.
Yes.
It's early in the season. They both want it. They want to establish here early on.
Foul called on Thomas Reed. Ball is up.
A lot of bodies hitting the floor.
And off the back of the rim. That is MJ Smith at the free throw line, missing his first one here with a score 67-56. Baltimore in the lead.
Keep those shout-outs coming in, YouTube. Breast Health Matters says, tuned in from Atlanta. We got a viewer/listener in Atlanta.
I like it.
That's awesome. I love it, yeah.
Like it. Oh, poked free.
So shout-out to you.
MJ Smith, beside himself, tried to poke the ball free. He got his hands on it, but it looks like they called a foul instead of the out of bounds. Yes, that's exactly what happened. And that's going to send to the line Andre Stallings McCargo as he goes to shoot from the free throw line.
9:03 on the clock. It's a 10-point ball game. 67 Baltimore, Mt.Zion 57. Make that an 11-point game.
Up in and good. Andre Stallings McCargo coming out of Baltimore. And Concordia Prep lands his second free throw, increasing that lead to 12 with 8:59 left.
Almost 9 minutes is a long time, and especially in a JUCO basketball game.
Yes.
But Mt.Zion doesn't want to play around here. They need to start chipping away at this score. They want to get it to probably within, 4 or 5 points in the next few minutes, because Baltimore's they do not look like they're running out of energy at all.
That's good for them. I
don't expect them to slow down at all. So Mt.Zion is going to have to step it up here a little bit if they want to contend here at the end of the game.
Well, after making his first one, he goes ahead and drains the second one. That's Ricky Hill at the free throw line, draining both, going 2 for 2. On the other end, Baltimore almost lost control of it, passed it over.
So that's a big boy in the chat asks, is the game tomorrow free or do you got to pay?
To come in?
Yeah.
Oh, these are all free, baby.
Yeah, it's free. Just come on in.
Yeah.
The only thing I would ask is if you do come, that's a big boy, head up to the booth and say what's up to Jimmy Flame and Deacon Storm.
We're going to have a line over here if you keep saying that.
Hey, let's form a line. Let's form a line, baby.
All right, on the other end, Mt.Zion bringing the ball up. Ricky Hill, he's trying to get it across the line. He's got some stiff defense there, but he gets all the way through.
Wow.
Passes it all the way over to Prince Cabrera as he lays it in.
Beautiful pass to Cabrera there, and he was just ready for it and just did the old finger roll off the glass. And back at you.
That is Alfred Carter going in for 2 in the lay-in, getting and cutting through Mt.Zion's defense. Mt.Zion now on the other end, passed it in. Malachi Palmer's got his hands on it. He's driving it, but loses control of it. Baltimore's got their hands on it. They're driving in on the fast break off the steal. Up, in, and good. That was number 5, Joe Nathan Kelly, on the score and the steal.
Not 1, but 2 no-look passes on that transition.
Keeping them guessing. Down here on the other end, Mt.Zion missed the steal attempt. Up for the jumper.
You got to be kidding me. Wow.
And that's going to go no good anyway. Malachi Palmer, he had a little extra pump when you got in midair.
It takes a lot of upper body strength to take a hand like that, readjust, and still get the ball out with the velocity he was able to get it up. And it's just unfortunate that he missed, because other than that was a beautiful shot.
Well, he's got a chance to make up for it. Shooting 2 from the free throw line.
73-61, 7:50 to go.
Ball's up. Good. Malachi Palmer on his way to try to in there, and it has to be an air of desperation at this point, right? 7:50 left in the game.
Yeah. Again, it's a lot of time, college basketball, especially JUCO. But still, like I said, with the way Baltimore's playing defense, you got to get back into it early. You can't wait for those late runs. You got to start chipping now. I just don't see Baltimore slowing down.
Yep, and looks like we got a timeout. Called
because
Baltimore.
Because typically you'll see an aggressive team come out, right, and then they change their game plan. They haven't changed at all. They've just been bam, bam, bam. Baltimore's been in your face all night long.
Yes. I was gonna say when I got here, one of the things I saw in the first half and noticed is the speed. It's just a lot of speed. A lot of speed.
So Yada Too Lit asks, is tomorrow going to be on YouTube? Yes. Yes, it is. All games played here at the Den are going to be right here on the YouTube station. Hit that notification button.
Hit the bell so you'll know.
Yeah, you'll get a notification when we go on the air tomorrow and every game moving forward. But yes, tomorrow all 4 games tomorrow will be aired right here on this channel. What's up, Tank? Wendell Tomlin says. I might have to yell that. Give me the microphone for the PA here. I'll just start yelling, what's up, Tank? Just to make sure, that the message gets out there. But, yeah, keep those shout-outs coming in. Keep the questions coming in. But, again, so 2 fronts. So, yes, we are airing on YouTube tomorrow. The entirety of this basketball mixer between tomorrow and Sunday, and right now, of course, YouTube. And then, of course, every Lions home game. And also, if you come to the Den, it's free. Admission is free all day long. And we're going to have concessions available tomorrow as well.
That's the only thing you're going to have to pay for.
Exactly.
Bring cash with you, because I'm guaranteed they're going to be
bring cash if you want concessions. Other than that, have at it. Come on in. And like I said, come up to the booth and say what's up to
what's happening.
Your dude, Jimmy Flame.
Just walk down the hallway.
No, you got to sell it. It's the booth, man. We are in the booth.
All right, driving up. Almost got that incredible shot off.
Oh!
Kelly did, and we got a whistle blow.
So it looked like he had a chance to keep it in and keep possession in Baltimore, but too much blue stripe.
Too much. Driving down Mount Zion with his hands on it. Ricky Hill, he's taking it down. Pick set up by Prince Cabrera. Now he's got his hands on it. Back to Ricky Hill. He drives all the way up to the rim, passes it out to Scott. Over for the three-point shot.
Nails it.
And nailed it. Caden Porter for three.
Mount Zion needed that.
Now Baltimore back down on the other end. On the inside, tried to get in. Passed it back out for the three-point attempt. That's going to not make it. But Baltimore's got their hands back on it. That was.
Now they're slowing it down.
Yep, that was Thomas Reed. Yeah, Thomas Reed on the miss, and they are slowing it down. They did hit the rim, so the shot clock restarted, but now it's already on 8. Baltimore trying to get their bearings about them, trying to get some space to get a shot off at 3, 2, 1. Shots up. Doesn't hit the rim, so that's going to be a shot clock violation.
Get it out.
I know, Baltimore. It's still rusty, man. It's still the first game.
I thought you were going to say shot clock violation.
Violation.
I'll roll with that.
Yeah, shot clock
we in Dundalk,
violation. Right? I mean, you said it. I didn't.
I did say it because that's what I thought you were going to say.
No.
I was like, I know what a shot clock violation is.
It is Friday night. Inbound pass, Mount Zion.
And thanks for the reminder. It is Friday night.
Yeah. Malachi Palmer driving down, passes it, floating over to Prince Cabrera. He steps out to Ricky Hill. Hill driving in on the inside. Spin up in the air for the shot. Oh. Almost made it in. Refs are making the call. Looks like it might be a foul. It is. He's going to the line. And that foul is called on David Harris.
So Mount Zion needed a break like that.
Yes.
I mean, they're only trailing by 7 now. 6:27 to go.
Mm-hmm.
And they're chipping away a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Score 73-66. Baltimore's in the lead, 6:27 left. This is still a game. It's not a blowout by any means. We've seen blowouts.
We've definitely seen blowouts.
But this ain't it.
Those are the games where you just start cracking jokes at each other.
Yeah, well, Ricky Hill draining that first free throw. 73-67 is your score. Both teams in the bonus, in the double bonus, 10 fouls for each team.
Misses the second, though.
He missed it, but that rebound is grabbed by the offender, David Harris. He's taking it down. Not able to get his hands on it. And I say offender, the original offender of the previous foul that sent him to the line in the first place. Mm-hmm. Either way, looks like it might be his turn. 73-67 your score. Baltimore in the lead, and they are right now at the line.
So, I mean, I got to say, that was a very smart move on David Harris to kind of press the issue there, force the foul. He knows that, both teams are in foul trouble.
Yes.
Both teams are going to the line from here on out, and he just went for it.
Well, Harris drained that first one, that first free throw.
We'll see if Mount Zion tries a similar tactic here to kind of come back, kind of a comeback at you, right?
Yes.
Instead of trying to set up a play, see if they just send someone down.
Yep. Harris,
and they're going, they're sprinting. Yeah, they definitely see it. So right under the rim.
Boom.
Good.
Nice quick pass motion there under the rim. For 2, that is Jalen Hall able to get the lay-in. Baltimore on the other end, not wasting any time. Harris to the rim, in traffic, and that's going to come back down to Mount Zion.
That's a charge. Getting a little too aggressive there, but that was a good selection. Press the issue, force it in.
He wanted to match the aggressive level of Mount Zion on the way down. Score 74-69 with 6:04 left here in the game. Mount Zion's got the ball. Ricky Hill taking it down, passes it over. Jalen Hill.
Hill
underneath, wide open. Caden Porter for 2.
It's a 3-point game, man.
Yeah, and we got us a timeout as Mount Zion goes to the bench, and Baltimore tries to figure out what just happened.
Exactly. They were up by 10 once again, as many as 11 just a few short minutes ago.
It's funny how quick it happens.
Like I said, JUCO basketball, especially at this level, Mount Zion could not afford to wait around and wait for things to happen, and they pressed the issue. As soon as both teams went into foul trouble, you saw a little bit more of an aggressive offensive style from Mount Zion, and it's paid off for them. They're within 3 now, going into the stretch of this one.
Well, Baltimore, They wanted to call that timeout, try to reconfigure things, get the bearings back in order. This is, from what I've seen, I might be wrong about this, Jimmy, this is the closest I've seen Mt. Zion tonight. I've seen.
It is the closest.
It's the closest I've seen.
In fact, I'll go one step further. This is the closest I've seen Mt. Zion. Usually they're in the lead. Usually they're the ones with a 10-point lead, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen them even trail before this game.
Well,
ever.
Well, it's happening right in front of us right now, but
Exactly.
Mt. Zion, because everybody loves a good comeback story. Mt. Zion,
Yeah,
they might
yeah.
be it. All right, down the other end, Baltimore passing it over.
And we all know Baltimore is a strong team, but tonight, I mean, they've really put it together tonight.
Back to Carter on three-point lane. He tries to drive in. Got one man open. And that's going to be Carson Smith. He's got it. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. He drives in for the lay-in. Kicks it off. He just rolls off the top of the rim. Bodies all over the floor. Ref called the ball. And Mt. Zion very happy with that call.
That's a lay-in that you got to get there. Even though there's a hand in your face and a body in front of you, I mean, he's just too close to the rim. And, you know, if Baltimore ends up losing this one, that might be a play they look back on and reevaluate.
Yes. By the way, as we said, both teams over 10. I'm sorry. Yeah, they are over 10 fouls, but we stopped counting.
We stopped counting at 10, exactly.
But that's going to send Caden Porter to the line, even though obviously Mt. Zion didn't have the ball yet. Well,
This is the closest Mt. Zion's been this entire game. Let's see if, and they do.
Yep, Porter.
Deuces.
Two.
Yeah.
He's got one more shot. See if we can bring this within one. 5:30 left on the clock.
Well, there's a lot of basketball left on the clock.
Yes. Baltimore currently with 72. Mt. Zion currently with 74. I'm sorry. I said that backwards. Mt. Zion was 72. Baltimore was 74. Baltimore clinging on to that 2-point lead as much as they can. Caden Porter doing his best to try to rip it out of their grasp. Here it comes from the free throw line. Caden Porter up. And good.
Within
1 point. Baltimore rushing down.
74-73, 5:25 to go.
Harris got his hands on the ball. Getting some pressure already. But Harris is going to drive in, pass it back out. Running it around, out the three-point land, up in the air,
Oh!
and it is good. Carson Smith in the corner.
It's almost like Smith was like, you guys want to get close? I don't think so.
Looking like a corner specialist out there tonight. Cracking that lead back wide open to 4. Mt. Zion going to do something. Up for 3.
Right
and it's
back
in.
at you.
Nothing but net.
Right
Malachi Palmer for 3. Baltimore on the other end. Coming back down. Carson Smith passes it back out. David Harris has got it. He's going to drive in. Back out to Smith. Smith's got it. Maneuvering his way to the... Wait a second.
No
3 is
way.
up in the air. That's nothing but air ball. But back into the hands of Baltimore. Up for 3. Hits the back of the rim, but tipped back in. That's going to be number 1 on the credit, Alfred Carter. And now the score 79-76, Mt. Zion.
Carter with the heads-up follow-up.
Ricky Hill drives it in. No dice.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. Baltimore got the rebound, got their hands on it. That's going to go back down to their end.
Wow.
79-76 the score with 4:21 left here in the game.
Man, this is turning into a heavyweight championship bout. Back and forth, 79-76, 4:21 to go.
Doing their
and this is just game 1 of 10 this weekend, you know?
doing their excuse me. See,
I got you. We all know what you're trying to say.
Man, it's such a mealy mouth tonight. Doing their due diligence.
We still love you.
Is what I'm trying to say.
We still love you, man.
Man, look, y'all out there know that I can hit it. All right, y'all know I can say it. You know I can. You know,
well, you know, just like the teams, like we're getting our practice in too. You know,
David Harris up for 1, and he was stepping across the line, so they're going to redo that again.
No, they're not going to redo it. They're just going to say nope.
Yeah, nope, doesn't count.
That's what they do in basketball.
Yeah, I
say nope.
I didn't mean to say redo. See, that's what I'm saying. I can't even get the.
You're fine.
Yeah.
If I didn't point it out, no one would know.
Right, front of the rim.
So
those are going to go.
Blame it all on me.
Yep, Baltimore still.
Collision.
Oh man, that's going back on the Baltimore side. Ricky Hill completely
got his bell rung there.
Yeah, and he just doesn't understand how the foul's called on him.
Wow. Well, I think both players would could have a good argument there as to whose fault that was.
Yep.
And they're bringing the towels out again.
Well, when you hit the floor, that human perspiration is going to is going to be left behind.
Especially at this stage, man. I mean, both of these teams are just the energy level is just is astounding.
We're about 35 minutes into basketball, so yeah, they're going to sweat. They're going to sweat.
Unwinds. Claudine says, "Go Mt.Zion." Keep those shout-outs in. Keep the chat going, y'all.
Please
get in
do.
the chat.
All right, Harris passes it out. Up in the air for three. That goes right in. Baltimore with the three. Wendell Tomlin, uncontested. On the other end, Ricky Hill passes it out.
82-76, 4 minutes to go.
Malachi Palmer driving up. Pulls up jumper.
Just
does not go in. But Mt.Zion got their hands back on it.
Kept with it.
Yep.
Gets the rebound.
Trying to get around.
And
it's going to be Saber Scott. He's got it. He's getting double teamed.
Wow.
Passes to a wide open man. Right up underneath. Goes in for two. That's Jalen Hall. He was left alone. 3:36 left. 82-78 is your score. Baltimore on the other end. Carson Smith passes it off over to Harris.
We are literally watching a classic unfold right before our eyes.
Here in the den. Harris got it back. A little bit of a cross-up, a little bit of a dribble. Passes it back over to Tomlin. Tomlin back to Harris. Harris starts to drive in. Passes on the outside. And this is a passing team, but all the way up and good. Untouched.
How many passes with that? And then
that was a lot.
He found his lane and laid it in.
Malachi Plaskett.
Smooth.
Malachi Plaskett on the lay-in. Ricky Hill has it. Driving in by himself. It was touched a little bit, knocked out of his hands into the hands of Baltimore, and they're slowing down.
Yeah, he was definitely heading to the promised land there, but
he got tipped out.
That defense, man, that Baltimore defense has just been smothering all night long.
Yeah, well, and then when Mt.Zion tries to play some defense, you end up with
doing something like that. Yeah, exactly.
Caden Porter.
84-78, 2:45 to go. What a game this is turning out to be.
Yeah, Caden Porter, he was the one that I had the foul called on him.
Here's the crazy thing, right? Even when Mt.Zion was down by like 11 points, it didn't feel like they were ever out of it. Alfred
Carter hitting his first free throw.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's the important stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The points, right? The game itself. I just make a little observation. It's just it never felt like they were actually out of it. And now, here they are. Back to 8 points. That's crazy.
All right, Zion already on the other end. Unable to keep his hand on it, but that's going to stay down here. Alfred Carter did land his second free throw. So your score, 86-78, 2:39 left here in the game. Both teams maxed out on their fouls, so everything's going to the line. Everything's getting sent to the line, as we see here. Jalen Hall going back.
D.S. Watson in the chat saying, big bucket tank. Parenthesis Tomlin, and then he also says, let's go Malachi.
All right, looks like we're going to have a switch off here. Malachi, speaking of, going out and bringing in, we're going to have Joe Nathan Kelly.
Definitely got some fans from Baltimore City here tonight.
Both?
Baltimore City Community College. Yeah, exactly. Both teams are representing well in the stands. Yeah, exactly.
Ball is up and good. First free throw by Jalen Hall. He's able to make 86-79 is the score. Mt.Zion trying so hard to fight back. They got within one. Then a couple of threes, a couple of errant plays. Seemed to knock him out. Here's the second free throw up. And that's in. Jalen Hall knocks down both.
86-80, 2:39 to go. And Baltimore's going to take it out here. Keep in mind, YouTube viewers and listeners, tip-off tomorrow for the continuation of the 2022 men's basketball mixer is at noon.
Right down the other end. Harris passes it off to Kelly. Kelly, he's going to pass it off to Smith. Pass it back off to Harris. And that ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to go down to Mt.Zion. And that's the kind of mistakes that Mt.Zion needs. They need those.
Well, they need to capitalize on them.
That too.
So we'll see how they respond. 86-80, and it's getting to be that time. Yep. It's getting to be that time.
Ricky Hill gets it across half court. Pick set up by Prince Cabrera. Ricky Hill goes around it, but gets the ball slapped out.
Hand on it.
Driving down. Puts it up. That goes in
and one.
Wendell Tomlin, the freshman out of Henrico, drives it up, gets the steal, gets the shot, the lay-in, and the foul.
Seems like every time Mt.Zion's trying to make something happen, something like that happens.
They were, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong, Jimmy.
And credit Baltimore. I mean, Baltimore's just been aggressive all night. I mean, they're blowing my mind here. They're a very good basketball team. Everyone knew they were good coming in, but they're just like, they're shutting the door on that and saying, no, we're not good. We're very good.
Up to Wendell Tomlin to show how good. Free throw line does not complete the and one. Mt.Zion trying to get their hands on it, and we got players hitting the ground.
He might get called for. He might call him a technical here. Let's see what they do.
Yeah,
because that looked like a little bit of an overexerted throw.
It looked like it, but I see no calls.
And they were battling over the ball too.
Yeah,
so, I mean, it looked a lot worse than it did. I mean, he was going for the ball.
Either way, both teams timeout. This is going to be a full timeout.
But I've seen that call before. I've seen that call a technical before, so that's why.
Yes, no, I was fully expecting it, but especially because we've had technicals several this half already called. Not saying that the refs are tech happy, but
they got to call what they see, right?
This isn't. It's not like it's a unicorn, but,
right?
But yeah, so. We got games this weekend, Jimmy. Talk about it, baby.
Game 1 tonight. You're watching it right now. Baltimore City Community College versus Mt.Zion. It's an 88-80 game in favor of Baltimore. Tomorrow we got 4 more. The first tip-off is at noon with Cecil versus Bryant Stratton, followed by College of Southern Maryland versus Community College of Philadelphia, followed by Pitt versus Catonsville, our sister campus from across the way, from down the way. Catonsville is going to be here. Followed by the main event of tomorrow, Lackawanna versus your CCBC Dundalk Lions. And then Sunday, early tip-off, 11 a.m., Pitt versus Cecil, followed by Philadelphia and Catonsville, followed by Bryant Stratton versus College of Southern Maryland. 5 p.m. tip-off is this Baltimore City Community College team versus Lackawanna. And Sunday's main event is CCBC Dundalk Lions versus Atlantis University. And real quick, wanted to give a shout out to Catonsville specifically as well, as we've got Tyler on camera and Isaiah working the overlay, working the production here tonight. They're both interns over there at Catonsville, so we're happy to have them here tonight helping with the production of this broadcast. And we are back. How's that for timing?
Feels great. There you go. Inbound pass given out to Jalen Hall. Jalen Hall making his way up, fakes the shot, but passes on the inside over to Malachi Palmer. Palmer over. Oh, yeah, a little bit of contact over there. Palmer tried to give it over to Prince Cabrera, but foul on the way up. Cabrera tried to pass it off, but there was a little bit of contact, so he's going to go to the line here with an 8-point deficit. Going to try to close that in by 2.
Is it fair to say that Palmer got palmed?
I'm not going to say it.
I didn't say it either. I'm just asking if it was fair to say.
See.
I'm gonna throw you some corny stuff once in a while.
Man, that's what you do, man.
That's what I do, baby.
Prince Cabrera, unfortunately for him, missing that first free throw, puts up for the second one.
Oh,
that one rolls out as well.
Wow.
Unable to make any of those free throw shots. Baltimore down the other end. Harris has his hands on it.
We are under 2 minutes.
Yep, guarded by Jalen Hall. Harris passes it off, but Kelly passes it back, then gets it back, then passes it over to Carter. Carter shoots it out to the inside, back to Harris. Harris to Tomlin. Tomlin to Carter.
8 on the clock. 8 on the shot clock. 7-6.
Yep. Into the hands of Mt.Zion. Driving it down. And he gets in. He gets the penetration, but not able to put the ball in. Caden Porter, good effort, but unfortunately unable to make the shot.
So Baltimore can just eat clock here at this point.
Yes. They are winning by 8, and there's 1:17 left. Lay in, but Mt.Zion trying to get their hands back on it, almost on control. They did. It's going to stay down here.
Oh, yeah, stays with Baltimore.
It's going to stay down here, unfortunately, for Mt.Zion. With 1:11 left here in the game. Your score, 88-80. Baltimore in the lead.
Mt.Zion looks a little bit shocked right now.
You think that maybe they weren't expecting it?
Yeah, that's kind of how they're playing here at the end, too. It's like, I'm just going to say it. They got punched in the mouth tonight,
Yeah.
and they're playing like it. I mean, the energy level has gone down. They came out, second half, high energy. They've got themselves back into it, and just like that, in the last few minutes, they're down by 8 again. just like that almost. You know, it's almost like I snapped my finger and they were suddenly down by 8 again. It's like, how did that happen? Oh. And now, you know, we've got just over a minute to go, and
here we are.
Yeah, and here we are. I'm shocked too. I thought it was going to be, you know, a lot closer.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, you know, the Mt.Zion team that we saw last year. Granted, you know, there's a ton of new faces out here.
Yeah, I was going to say, like you said, JUCO ball. You know, there's a big chance that you're not going to see the same team the year after.
Exactly.
But coming in on the inbound pass, Kelly tried. He could
smartly
not get.
He smartly called a timeout there.
He couldn't find anyone open, so he called the timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. He called that timeout just so, you know, he didn't get called for the 5-second violation standing out on the sideline with the ball, which would have resulted in a turnover.
I will put it this way, though. I'm more impressed by Baltimore City's performance tonight than I am shocked by Mt.Zion's performance, if that makes sense.
And as a minor correction, this is not a 30-second timeout. This is going to be a full timeout. So that was my fault.
I was going to say, you're talking the whole time then.
Yeah. So this is a full timeout.
Once again, this is game 1 of a huge weekend of basketball here in Dundalk. Game 1 of the 2022 men's basketball mixer hosted by the CCBC Dundalk Lions. This game featuring Baltimore City Community College and the Mt.Zion Prep Warriors. And it's an 8-point game. We're getting down to the wire here. Still a lot of basketball, though.
There's still a lot of basketball.
And basketball time, a minute is a long time.
Oh yeah.
But we're going to see how it plays out because both teams are in they're in the dual foul zone, right? I mean,
yes.
Everything's going through the line, and it has been for a while. Mm-hmm. We haven't really seen the foul game implemented. They're kind of playing it out.
It hasn't really lent too much as far as this game's going, as far as affecting it. But while I have a second before the teams come back out, make sure you follow us on all of our social media handles.
Yes.
You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter at CCBC Dundalk Lion. You can find us on Instagram. Just search CCBC Dundalk Lions on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You will find us. Do we have a TikTok? Not yet, but we will.
Not yet.
Are we on Twitch? Not yet, but I have a feeling we'll be there eventually.
Make sure you check out at Deacon's Voice on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm there too.
He's there too. I'm on Twitter too, at JimmyFlame77 on Twitter and at JimmyFlame77 all over social media.
All right, on the inside, the lay-in, Baltimore able to score once again. That was number 12, Carson Smith, on the lay-in, and Mt.Zion's got the ball. Smith tried to steal that. Malachi Palmer, jump shot, doesn't make it.
Yeah, forces the issue and forces him to miss it too. Three-pointer
off the side of the glass, but back up, another three-point shot. That one goes out. 3 shot attempts from three-point land, all misses. Last one by Ricky Hill. Baltimore has the ball. They're running their way back up.
Surprised they didn't try to foul him.
3 point.
Nope.
Air ball, but put back in.
That's probably going to do it.
Yeah, put back in by Kelly. 25 seconds left on the clock. Shot clock is off. Mt.Zion still fighting for it.
92-80.
Yep, Palmer back out. 3-point shot, up, in, and out. That was number 5, Saber Scott on the shot attempt. 12 seconds left on the clock. Score 92-80. BCCC looks like
they're going to dribble it out.
Yep, they are going to take it, and they're going to dribble this down. And
2,
we're going to
1, and there we go.
We're going to reach the final here. Your score 92-80. Baltimore City Community College picking up the victory on the first game for this 10-game stretch that you're going to see all of us here in the den. Don't forget to come here on the YouTube channel because you're going to be able to see all of this here. But we got a little bit of post-game analysis first and a couple of shout-outs. Jimmy, you're up.
And that was game 1 of the 2022 men's basketball mixer. Baltimore City Community College victorious 92-80 over the Mt.Zion Prep Warriors. And I got to say, that Baltimore City Community College squad impressed the daylights out of me tonight. They really came out. They brought their A game, and they played good fundamental, fast, physical, athletic basketball tonight, defeating the Mt.Zion Prep Warriors 92-80. Once again, that's just game 1, Deacon. Well, that's just game 1. We got 9 more to go. Starting tomorrow, noon tip-off. Cecil versus Bryant Stratton, followed by College of Southern Maryland versus Community College of Philadelphia, followed by Pitt and Catonsville's coming in. Oh, that's just players running up the stairs. I heard rumble. I was like, earthquake.
That
whatever,
would be
man.
BCCC very happy about their victory.
And then tomorrow night's main event, the CCBC Dundalk Lions take on Lackawanna. And then we move to Sunday with an early tip-off, 11 a.m. I don't know if I can get up that early, but
the tip-off's at 12. We're going to be here at 11.
Oh, on Sunday.
Sunday. Oh, sorry.
Sunday tip-off's at 11. That means we're here at like 10.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can get here and be awake. I'm just kidding. I am an early bird.
Yeah.
I used to not be an early bird, I'll tell you that. I had to kind of learn how to be. So 11 a.m. tip-off on Sunday, Pitt versus Cecil, followed by Philadelphia versus Catonsville, followed by Bryant and Stratton versus College of Southern Maryland. And then Baltimore City Community College takes on Lackawanna. And then the Sunday main event, the CCBC Dundalk Lions take on Atlantis University. I'm telling you, man, this is crazy that this is just game one and we just saw that.
I know.
Even though it was a 12-point game, it was a lot more exciting than the score suggests. It's one of those games. When
Yes.
you're going to look at it on paper later and think, that's kind of a blowout. No, it wasn't. It was a very athletic, fun to watch, fun to call game between Baltimore City Community College and Mt.Zion. So we're getting this season going with a bang, with a ton of basketball this weekend. And if like we said before, if you're in the area, come out to the Den. We got concessions tomorrow, so bring some cash for that. Other than that, you don't need to bring cash. You don't need to bring nothing. Admission is free. Come in, check out the gym, check out this cool setup here in Dundalk. Enjoy NJCAA basketball action. Deacon, love you, man. Love working with you.
Thank you, Jimmy. We're going to close this bad boy out. Score 92-80, BCCC on top. And we're going to see them again, as well as Mt.Zion Prep, as they were not able to pick up the victory. So for Jimmy Flame, I am Deacon Storm. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media accounts, which are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter is where you're going to find us. Just search CCBC Dundalk Lions. When it comes to the YouTube channel, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, comment. A lot of you have commented. You can do that, but make sure you click that bell next to the red subscribe button. We're going to see you guys again tomorrow afternoon at 12. You all have a good rest of your night. Thank you so much for joining us.
Peace.